did not score in the first half, but they have managed to scuffle their way to a 6-point game as the second half opens.
They're going to go to him early here. They've got to get him going.
And here's an adjustment
This half, even though he struggled
to try to get the scorer who has an off night in progress to get him going. And there was a method to the madness there, but Ingram, being unselfish, gave it up to Murray Boyles, and they get it 1-2.
Made the right play, and I think Toronto should go right back to Brandon Ingram and run another play for him. They've got to get him involved in this game.
Mitchell draws in the defense. Bluffing the shot is Dean Wade. Low clock, Donovan Mitchell. A little bit off target. Murray Boyles.
Oh boy.
And then Barnes lost the outlet pass. And it's picked up by Harden, and it's driven and scooped to the hoop. Again, that windmill pickup, and equally as fancy on the finish as the handles.
That's a turnover that Scotty Barnes cannot make. And look at the way Evan Mobley is impacting this game at the rim. This is like open gym right now.
Harden. And such a level of intensity, Robbie. Sometimes you've got to go involve yourself, as Harden doesn't
be assertive. Dean Wade, active hands, and now Cleveland off and running.
They have numbers, and Harden from long range almost banked it in. Battle for the rebound, and Barnes picks it up on the run. Fanning out to the line for a wide open transition three. It's no good for Jamal. And just a reminder that Toronto shot 48% from long range in game one. Got to a spot.
Rajakovic, and Toronto has to steady the ship because this is a spitting image of the first game.
Ingram. And Ingram is to patiently wait and miss a lot of shots that are Brandon Ingram wheelhouse shots, a ton of mid-rangers.
But even on that, he had 3 Cavalier defenders contesting that shot. I mean, they are just converging off some of these non-shooters and making life really, really difficult for Ingram everywhere on the floor.
Mitchell, a little space, and then a spin, late dish. Mobley, no good on the three. Made boomerang back to him, but Barrett beat him to it. And Barrett secures his 6th rebound of the game, and now
see one go down, and all of a sudden that transition three, a totally different.
And right back at you, Evan Mobley.
Mobley, one of his last 8 from 3 to end the regular season, but his shot made it.
With what Toronto's done, especially on the offensive end, last 3 times down. Mitchell
in this game tonight, just how potent he is.
Ingram 2 in a row, but missed that one. Mitchell keeps a live dribble. Peels back, waits for help. Harden drifts right off the screen, looks off the defense. Good pass. Mobley. Oh, and it's a block shot by Barnes against Jared Allen, and a block by Colin Murray Boyles. Low clock. 3rd attempt for the Raptors. It's a miss from the corner for Mitchell, but then Dean Wade digs out a loose ball. 4 bites of the apple, and Cleveland's offense.
Pick and roll. Now you're sprinting out actively.
Looking for a good look out of a timeout, and missed by Barnes for the Raptors, who have burned 2 timeouts early in the 3rd quarter.
Slack there.
Merrill and Strus are on the floor right now. Strus on the bounce. Dean Wade thought about a pass, has to take it at the end of the clock. And one of the role players steps up and provides a lift as Dean Wade hits a corner 3.
But that's the scary thing about Cleveland's offense, in that you've got superstars, you've got threats to the rim, but you've got a lot of shooting on that perimeter as well.
Oh, wow, a prayer was answered for Colin Murray Boyles.
He has found ways to just get it done around the rim in this series. A really nice rookie year, and certainly a guy that wants to do his work in the paint.
In the corner, Harden. Merrill swings it. Strus drives it. Underneath, Jared Allen with the hook shot. And
game 1, it was about Strus' shot making, and that hasn't been here tonight in game 2, but he has gotten to the paint and made plays for others.
And here's Barnes done with ill intentions and denied by Jared Allen. For the Raptors, the game feels like it's in a perilous place right now. And Jared Allen with 6:09 left in the 3rd quarter, in a row in March, and he had finger injuries on both hands early in the season. But since December the 14th, Robbie, you realize Jared Allen leads the league in field goal percentage at over 66%.
On the 13 games,
they made 15 buckets in a row for the Cavaliers. glances at the rim, but rather than an outside shot, he'll drive and carving out space underneath.
And also the shot fake. Cleveland's been able to block some shots. You show the ball, you let Mobley fly by. And Mamukelashvili with the bucket.
And Merrill with the missed three at the other end. And it opens up for R.J. Barrett. A lot of daylight once he broke through the initial line of defense.
Their offense for Toronto, when they're able to get stops and play with a little bit of pace, it just makes all the difference.
14 in the game for R.J. Barrett to lead the Raptors in scoring. And now it's Mobley with a determined attempt. And 60% for the year. Converts on the three-point play. In the last 20 games of the regular season, Evan Mobley was a nearly 20-point-per-game player, along with 10 boards and 62% shooting.
Good help by Sam Merrill there.
Ingram hangs on to it, and Jacoby Walter and one. For players like Walter, Mamukelashvili, Murray, Boyles, it was good to get their first taste of the playoffs and realize it wasn't that much different. The only thing he didn't do was like on Hoosiers and measure to make sure it wasn't 10 feet, the basket. But both, or all three of those guys, I should say, have played well in tonight's game. They have kept Toronto
there with that little Euro step.
4-3, no good. Walter, defensive board. Mobley. Sam Merrill pressured in the backcourt. Gave it up to Mobley. All-NBA second-team player last season and defensive player of the year. Ingram, good footwork. He came dangerously close to a travel on the shot fake. He puts it down here against Strus. Mobley there to meet him and force him into a tough turnaround.
But those are shots that he has made all season long. He loves the mid-range, that jump stop under control.
Second shot opportunity because of Mamukelashvili and a missed three and a leak out. Oh, and Strus made a shot like that the other day.
But to find it off the glass that time.
And then bulldozing his way to the basket. In the regular season, but all of the matchups were before we even carved up the Thanksgiving turkey. But the Raptors did sweep Cleveland in 3 games this season.
Well, Barnes had a monster second game, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and 5 blocks. But you're right, it's like a lifetime ago considering Cleveland's trades and just how well Toronto played to start the year.
And one of those players who came over in trade, Dennis Schroeder's on the floor. They also, of course, got Max Strus back in mid-March. And what a stop by Mitchell to put that shot up.
And Donovan Mitchell tonight have been incredible shots.
This is Dennis Schroeder off a Raptors turnover. Schroeder played 30 games with Cleveland after the trade from... Misses the first of 2. Shot for Donovan Mitchell. As pretty as it was. Barnes driving. Barnes in the paint and got it to fall.
That's a nice play. Evan Mobley maybe overreacting a bit to that Scotty Barnes shot fake, but he gets back into good position. Barnes just using that strength in that frame to go right through him and finish the play.
Schroeder, no. Rebound, Mamukelashvili. Big guy brings it up the floor and spotting up in transition.